lot of our customers come to us asking questions about piano soundboards. They say that their piano tuner has told them that their soundboard is cracked or broken and that their piano is ruined. Most of the time that simply isn't the case. Soundboards are solid pieces of spruce wood and they are designed to be able to expand and retract with changes in heat and humidity. If you have a solid piece of wood of any kind and you put it somewhere where it's very warm and dry and then you change it to somewhere where it's very moist and cool, the wood's going to expand and it's going to retract. A lot of times the cracks in soundboards are actually wood joints that have separated due to the changes in atmospheric temperature and humidity. When these joints separate, they cause cracks to form in the wood, and often people think that that's something that's detrimental to the instrument that cannot be repaired. A lot of times if you take a piano that has a cracked soundboard and put it in a moist environment, the cracks are going to close back up. Pianos are designed for the soundboards to be able to move, to expand and retract. It's the simple nature of wood. And a lot of times piano tuners will tell you that your piano soundboard is cracked so that they can charge you a tidy sum to repair it when it's not absolutely necessary to do so. There are times when soundboards do need to be repaired and restored appropriately. Some pianos actually require new soundboards. Here at the Antique Piano Shop, we like to save the old growth wood because of the resonance. Consider a piano like this 1872 Steinway sitting here next to me. When this piano soundboard was growing, Indians were walking around the United States. The trees were struggling so hard to grow and to get sunlight that they grew extremely slow, and the grain in the wood is extremely close together. Most of the time, a cracked soundboard is purely cosmetic. Sometimes it is detrimental to the sound quality of a piano. The proper way to restore a piano soundboard when it has cracks or separations in the wood is to fill these separations with new spruce wood called shims. What I have here are soundboard shims from Canada made of real spruce wood, and you'll see that they're cut in a triangular shape so they can be inserted in the cracks in the soundboard. What we do in a restoration is we open up the cracks in the soundboard and we glue and insert the new wood in the crack of the soundboard, and then it's planed down, sanded, and finished so that the soundboard looks like a totally flat, solid piece of wood again. When a piano is properly restored and a soundboard is properly repaired, the piano will look and sound just like it did when it was new. This is the typical upright piano with a cracked soundboard. This piano is 100 years old and it has been exposed to freezing temperatures in the wintertime and sweltering temperatures in the summertime. So the wood in the soundboard has been forced to expand and retract with the changes of temperatures and humidity. If you can see here, this soundboard has a substantial crack. You can see it moving as I press against it. These are called the ribs of the piano, and these ribs are what hold the soundboard's crown or its shape so that it can be amplified. Amplification is very important in order to achieve good tone quality in a piano, and your soundboard is the heart of the amplification of the instrument. When we restore a soundboard, we glue the soundboard back to the ribs so that it has its proper shape. Then we fill the crack with the shim. A properly restored and shimmed soundboard will generally create the proper amplification and tone quality that a piano is supposed to have. This is a grand piano set on its side, and this piano is also well over 100 years old. This is a soundboard that had multiple cracks that we have started to restore. What we've done is we have dried the soundboard, we've removed the finish so that you have just the raw wood, and then we have inserted the shims in the cracks as you can see here. And these shims have been planed down and glued into the cracks of the wood, so now the soundboard is a solid piece of wood again. When the soundboard is restored, these shims will be finished to match the rest of the wood, and they'll be virtually invisible. And the end result is a soundboard that looks brand new and sounds just like it did when it was brand new. So as you can see, the wood in these old soundboards is pretty amazing. Here we have a piano that's been restored, and you can see what the shims look like when the piano has been restored properly. The shims have been sanded down and planed and finished to match the rest of the soundboard, and structurally the soundboard is as good as it was 100 years ago when the piano was built. And best of all, the sound quality is superior because the wood has become so warm and so resonant over the years. So if your piano tuner tells you that your piano soundboard is cracked and your piano is ruined or the piano can't be restored, think twice, because as you can see here, we can restore antique piano soundboards. Once this old wood is lost, it's lost forever, and there's no getting it back.